$24.99. Those magic 4 digits don't need any introduction to the world of watch collecting or to Patek Philippe in particular. The 4 generations, made over a span of 35 years, have clearly and beautifully shown how watchmaking as a whole, and Patek Philippe in particular, evolved. Different designs, different details, but also different techniques. And here I have in my hands a 3rd series. The 3rd series is definitely less playful compared to the 1st and 2nd, notably because it doesn't have a tachometer scale on the dial. It's actually much simpler if you want to look at it from a dial design perspective. And yet this particular example deserves our attention. It's in fact one of the absolutely first examples made in the 3rd series. I believe it's from 1964. That makes it the 2nd or 3rd year of production. And what we see is how the production quality and the finish of the dial, for example, is very much something we would rather see with the 1st and the 2nd series, notably the 1950s, because the dial is ivory colored. All black printing is not printing, but hard enamel. That means it was engraved at the dial makers. And this lends the dial a shine and depth that I can hardly remember having seen on a 3rd series 2499 for many, many years. A second element I'd like to mention is the condition of the watch. I sincerely believe this could be voted for as one of the best preserved 3rd series, for sure 1960s example 3rd series, the market has seen in decades. I sincerely believe it hasn't been polished. Look at those unbelievable sharp edges here on the lug, the definition. The hallmark here on the tip of the lug is so beautiful that I sincerely believe this watch has never seen a polishing machine in its over 55 years of life. It's a watch that I think actually, looking at what else is being sold in the same ballpark figure, is representing extraordinary value. As I said, comparing to what else can be bought these days for such an amount. And in my view, the 3rd series in such a constellation should really be considered by the most demanding collectors, because that is really as good as 3rd series can ever be.